Our last item under conduct of business is item F, adopt a resolution authorizing an application to the Metropolitan Transportation Commission for the OneBayArea Grant Funding Program and committing $129,580 matching funds from the City Measure A Fund for the Street Median Improvements Project and the Transit Corridor Pedestrian Connection Improvements Project.
Honorable Mayor, this is and member of City Council. OneBayArea Grant Program is also known as the OBAG Grant Program. It is a new funding approach that integrates the region's federal funding programs with the state's climate law and sustainable community strategies. For the San Francisco Bay Area, MTC serves as the agency that received this the federal funding for the local programming. In October 2012, on behalf of the MTC, CCAP released a call for projects for the Transportation for Livable Communities subprogram in the MTC's OBAT program. The Transportation for Livable Community Program is short for TLC. It is a federal funding program that aims to fund local projects that will improve and promote alternative mode of transportation. In line with the City Council's direction and policy to seek state and federal funding opportunities, staff pursued this grant opportunity. After detailed review of the funding requirements and city's approved 5-year capital improvement program, the street medians improvements and transit corridors pedestrian connection improvements projects are the 2 projects that meet the TLC program funding goals and requirements. Under the street medians improvement project, the city has restored 23 medians to date along El Camino Real and San Bruno Avenue. If the MTC approved the appropriation of the TLC grant funds for this project, 5 medians on San Bruno Avenue between I-280 and El Camino Real will be restored. And this is the project image shown on the screen behind me. This project will complete the restoration and beautification of all the medians on San Bruno Avenue. In addition to the median restoration, the project includes some pedestrian enhancement improvements in order to meet the TLC program requirements and therefore be eligible for funding. Now moving on to, for the Transit Corridor Pedestrian Connection Improvement Project, the goal is to achieve the vision set forth in the general plan policies. Ultimately, the goals are to improve and expand transit connection to and from the BART station, the future Caltrain stations, and in general to create a pedestrian-friendly setting. This project intends to capture pedestrian enhancement feature listed in the general plan. Also, in line with the City Council's direction, staff has pursued available grant opportunities to implement them. The first construction contract under this project focused on installing accessible curb ramps, street trees, and irrigation system along the south side of San Bruno Avenue between El Camino and Huntington Avenue. This first contract also included a landscape improvement option to enhance an existing open area across from the BART station to on Huntington Avenue. At the time of the contract award, this landscape improvement option was not awarded due to high bid and lack of funding. Staff submitted this previously unfunded landscape improvement component for the new TLC grant opportunity. CCAT notified staff that they will recommend to MTC that this component be funded on the basis that it was part of the first construction project. If it was a standalone project, it would not be eligible for funding. According to federal funding requirements, now the city is required to submit a resolution of local support to MTC, stating city's intent to complete the project and committing to the required local match. On a separate note, the city has obtained 2 other separate grants for the overall transit corridor pedestrian connection improvement project. Two of these two other grants total up to $850,000 have no local match requirement. staff will return to the City Council in a later date to formally accept these 2 grants. With that, that concludes my presentation.
Great. Any questions, staff? Irene?
I don't have a question. I just want to comment that I'm really impressed how often and how often your department goes out for grants and how much we receive back. It's really amazing if you add up how many millions of dollars you've gotten that way, and I for one appreciate it, and I know the city is better because of your efforts, so thank you very much. And if there's no other questions, I would like to introduce the resolution for adoption.
Vice Mayor O'Connell.
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar.
Aye.
Councilmember Medina.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.